In the way that, we've all drawn a pentagram on the floor and asked for a demon to come us, right, ladies? Please don't include that.
What colour's your aura, Dani?
A little bit brown.
Sorry, Ryan Murphy. Unless you want to send us money. And then hi. Happy Pride Month, everybody!
Nothing says gay wedding like a little bottle of poppers.
Do you remember the early 2000s of Mean Girls time, original Mean Girls, when the girls had those Debenham ballet slippers that rolled into a taco and they put them in their bra?
And welcome to our newest episode of the Niche Artefact podcast. And with me today we have the incredible live show producer and stage performer Ro de la Monja.
Hi everybody, and as always we are joined by the mother of all, the one with whom this would never have happened, Robin de Silva.
Hello.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest
today.
Very
special guest indeed.
The lady of the hour, Miss Dani Magic.
Oh my god!
Hi, welcome to the pod.
I'm so excited to be here.
We've been talking about this for truly months.
Talking about it for a long.
We have all been very busy, so it's very good to be back. And we've got OCCULT Odyssey to do. We've got Studio 54 to look forward to.
Oh yes.
And Secrets of the Molly House. And then NOCTURNA. So we are back on track with our retrospectives.
Jam-packed, baby.
Yeah, so how's everyone been? What have you been up to? We've been so busy. We've been up to so much lately.
So much.
I got a new job, which is one of the reasons why, other than that, just steady, still hosting Groovebox.
Yes, and you got your main stage at Groovebox. You're performing at Pride multiple times and hosting, so tell us a bit about that.
At the moment I have 3 Pride gigs, which feels incredible, considering, as I've said in this podcast many times, that I wasn't allowed to go to Pride and all of those things. But it feels really cool. It feels like a pinch me moment. This year has had a lot of pinch me moments. So I will be performing with you on the main stage at Nottingham Pride in Sneinton Market, which is really exciting. Yeah. And then I'm running to Groovebox, Cleaver and Wake, aka Binks Yard, where I will be performing on the main stage during the drag cabaret for Nottingham Pride Festival at Groovebox, and then I'm hosting the Unity stage, which is their second stage that they're implementing this year. Hosting that, it's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. We have a Venga Boys tribute, Madonna tribute, which I'm so excited to see, a Steps tribute.
I must say that the lineup has been very correct this year. It all looks what people want from Pride.
Do you know what we said at the after party last year? Oh, Fat Tony should have done the main stage.
Yes,
he's doing it.
We got Fat Tony on the main stage. So.
Also, a little thing. Obviously, whatever, blah blah blah, strange relationships. But I sent a picture of the poster of Groovebox to my family group chat, and I was like, "Oh look, my poster, and my name's there, and it's there twice because I'm hosting and I'm performing." Nobody replied to it. My brother called me and he was like, "You're performing with Fat Tony?" And I was like, "Not with, but at the same in the same event, in the same vicinity." And that's the first time my brother's been like, "You've made it. You've arrived." Yeah. So thank you, Fat Tony, for your contributions to my familial relationship.
And congratulations, Mazel Tov, on getting married.
Oh, Mazel! Yay!
We got married yesterday, and I saw that at the wedding, as party favours for each of the guests, they had a little bottle of poppers. A little customised bottle of poppers.
Cute.
Nothing says gay wedding like a little bottle of poppers.
It's so that the Fat Tony can get in. We should cut that because that was gross.
And Dani, you've been a little busy girl lately. You've been on Knots TV.
Very busy. Yes, Knots TV debut. Dani Magic's TV debut. Because she's going to be a pageant queen now. Can you believe?
Tell us.
So the Nottingham Drag Pageant, I have been selected one of 8 performers competing. She's not very competitive, but maybe she is now. Competing on the 20th of June at the Arts Theatre. We're going to be performing an original number. We're going to be preparing a runway presentation, and the final 8 will get narrowed down to the final 4, and there'll be a lip sync smackdown for the crown.
Oh my god! Well,
so yes, she's been very, very busy getting outfits ready, getting numbers ready, getting the lip syncs down to a T, and it's coming up. It's 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we've all got our tickets. We'll be there to support
Yes.
you, and also I'm pretty sure it's close to selling out as well. So.
Yes.
There's only a handful of tickets left.
Literally a
So
handful.
get your tickets now.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
You really don't. I'm incredibly biased, but I'm also a very objective person, and I cannot wait to see what you do. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to show everybody what I've been working on a big stage in front of so many people. Like what we've been doing, what I've been doing for the past year, as I've been really getting into my drag journey. I love the stages that we perform with Niche on. They're very intimate. They're great. You can really draw the crowds in. But I'm really interested in seeing what it's going to be like in front of hundreds of people. It's going to be a little bit of a warm-up for Pride, to be honest.
Oh, of course, yes,
Of course.
because Niche Artefact are doing a main stage
Takeover.
Yeah.
Takeover.
Yes, we'll be doing our main showcase at Not Pride. This will be our first ever Pride that we're producing a show for. So, yeah, we've got
The first of many, hopefully.
yes. So it's going to be our biggest gig ever, really. Like,
My biggest gig ever.
Mhm.
My first performance at a Pride.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's going to be amazing. We're all working very hard on rehearsals. There's plenty to look forward to.
Yes.
And we will be giving more details as time goes on that.
And I won't spoil anything, but
It's so hard with the rehearsals.
I
Ray's like,
know.
"Oh, can I post this picture?" I'm like, "No,
No!
we
Don't
want to
give
keep."
anything
Honestly,
away.
Yeah, honestly, because
Nothing.
we are going in there with the intention of blowing the roof off the place. We want to really make our mark and show people what Nottingham is capable of. So
It's going to be great. If you're going to be in Nottingham on the 26th of July, which you better be, you're not going to want to miss the Niche Takeover.
and we're all going to have the best time afterwards. As soon as the show's all over, I'm planning on partying very, very hard.
oh yay, good,
I will be bringing a pair of flat shoes with me.
nice, nice. You could get those. Do you remember like the early 2000s or like Mean Girls time, original Mean Girls, when the girls had those like Debenham ballet slippers that
Oh,
rolled
no.
into a taco and they put them in their bra?
literally, like a little flat pump.
Yeah. So, as we do with all of our guests on the podcast, actually, you're the first performer that I have the chance to ask this, because Ray, when she was doing the podcast, she also makes art, right? So she gets to experience both sides. Do you have time to peruse the art while the show's happening? Or are you two in the middle of it getting changed?
Rarely on the night itself. I'm sometimes very lucky if I'm there the day before whilst Robin is setting everything up. I get a little bit of a sneak peek. And then also like on the day when we're preparing and I'm not rushing around like a mad woman, I get to see some of it. I don't get to see the actual reveals most of the time. I actually did, for the last one that we did, for Molly House, I wasn't in that many numbers. All my numbers were in the first half, so I had loads of time. So I was like, I'm going to go and mingle. I'm going to go look at some of the art reveals, which was great because I wish that I was able to do both.
So I never get a chance. I always do like my little victory lap after I've packed my clothes. I go around and look at the art and I go, Happy Pride Month, everybody!
Happy Pride Month!
From, as you can see, 3 incredibly queer people that forgot to wish people a happy
That's
Pride.
because every day's
Every
Pride
day's
Day.
Yeah, that
Right.
is true. Right, Dani, would you like to hold the art? And I can read you who we have first. First we have Kane Hartley. So Kane joined us, I think his first one was Dystopia, I want to say, at the library.
This is Kane's second
So
piece.
this is his second submission. This is called Lost in Constellations, Andromeda.
Do you want to hold it?
Yes.
And he writes, following my long-time interest for conspiracies and ancient astronaut theory, this piece embodies the surreal and uncanny, provoking such alien concepts and our innate human connections with the stars.
Do you know, before you even mentioned the title of it, Lost in Constellations, I was like, lost in space. I'm feeling lost in space. That's the vibe.
I really love the deconstructed kind of like extra pieces on it, making it look 3D. I think
you can always expect like a 3D experience from Kane, which I really appreciate. I mean, we'll get to Studio 54 at some point, but that is some of my favorite art he's ever done.
I love the colors. I love the collage aspect of the hand grabbing the paint across. Honestly, I've never seen anything quite like it.
No, but you can say that a lot from Kane's pieces, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Is it giving? And I don't know if this is me, like where my head is at the moment, but it's also giving. Do you remember the leather person in the first season of American Horror Story? Is it giving like I'm wearing all leather and there's one eye out? Do you know what I mean?
I kind of see it here.
Yes.
But then this, it's kind of, because it's kind of cut off above the eyebrow.
Yes.
It kind of feels like the whole rest of the face
is somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. That's the first thing. What was his name? Whatever. But yes. Sorry, Ryan Murphy. Unless you want to send us money. And then hi.
Yeah, so a really true highlight of the exhibit for this one. It's one of my real favourites.
And the lips so as cool. well. That pop of red in the lips.
Then you have the hand there, which I always forget about. It's really cool. It's so cunty. Right. Robin?
Dani has nails, so she can't hold anything.
That's okay. I'll show you the next piece. We have...
Right, so we got... This is the first one by Cassie Hopewell. It's called Protection Spell. It's a digital painting. Due to the occult theme, which I love, the iconography associated with it and how stressful everyday life is, now I have drawn my interpretation of a protection spell.
So pretty. So those are runes, which are so cool, so cunty. And then, we have some mushrooms growing around it. And then, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I find things about it that I'm like...
I'd love to know what all those runes mean that they've created.
I really would. I really would. And I think Cassie then joined us again for Studio. Yeah. Miss you, Cassie. Come back. But yeah.
Yeah, I love that it's so, like, the visuals so quintessentially occult.
Yes.
Like, immediately you're drawn to it.
Yeah.
But then with all of the added, like you said, the mushrooms growing on the outside of it.
It's giving acid trip.
Yes. Like, I feel like if I look at it for long enough, it'll start to, like, that effect on, like, the iPhone camera where your face gets all scrunchy? Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen.
And also, all three animals in the middle are kind of, like, floating towards you. It's giving,
it's giving
like
3D.
Twilight Zone.
Yes. Love. Oh, right.
We love.
Next, we have Buy Me.
Yes, this was the first piece that was
acrylic.
More of a traditional medium.
So we have acrylic on canvas. This is called Dark Angel of Death by Buy Me. They write, "This piece is my own inspiration and interpretation of the dark angel of death lurking the graves of those who have wronged the earth, surrounded by dark occult energy forces ready to take their next spirit to a demonic dimension."
Incredible.
So cool.
So good. I don't know about you, but I find it's really weird, but I find there's a bit of comfort in, like, cemeteries, in, like, graveyards.
Yes.
And the imagery surrounding it and stuff, and the darkness. But then also, like, all of the kind of red, it's giving, like as if the angel's under a tree, but also it's a bit
it's like a cherry blossom tree or something.
But also it's kind of a bit like the aura of someone, like the different colours of people's aura.
What colour's your aura, Dani?
I don't know. Some people have said that it's a bit purpley.
I can
see it's a little bit orangey, a little bit brown.
What's a bit brown?
I don't have my wet wipes on me, Dani. I'm sorry.
And next we have a piece that you purchased, your husband purchased.
Yeah, so this one was by Serena Eden. It's called In Flight, ceramic and acrylic on canvas. So she writes, "Is there truly freedom in flight, or do our inner demons follow us wherever we go?"
This is incredible.
Stunning.
Yeah.
So good.
The photo won't do it justice because it's an actual ceramic sculpture that's been placed on a canvas.
Yeah.
The colours, it's giving very like Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. It's also giving. Have you played Until Dawn, the video game?
No.
In the game, you find some totems that like can give you clues to save your life. And to me, it doesn't look like the totems in the game, but it's giving totem energy.
Yeah.
Like, this is an ancient artifact.
Yeah.
That's going to give me the power of flight.
And if that doesn't give you nightmares, I don't know what will.
I know. And I love, I might be spilling some serenity, but I love that every time that she makes a sculpture for Niche, she sent a picture to the group chat and she says, "Pray to the kiln gods, I hope this doesn't die in the fire."
Yeah. No,
And it never does.
I love the fact that Serena is so unique to her. So to do the ceramics aspect onto a canvas, I think it's genius.
Also, I'm annoyed because how can you sing that good and then do this?
Yeah.
Like, great way of making me look like a dog, Serena. Thank you. So good.
So much depth to it. And
Yes.
all of the texture of the wings and then all of the little flicks of yellow above it as well.
It's so good.
Stunning.
It's
It's so good.
It's beautiful.
The more I look at it, the more I find things that I love. Like,
Like the colours on it is just like...
Yeah, the colours on the sculpture. So
It looks like an artifact that was found.
It does.
Yeah. Next we bring to the stage, Cash Rolfie.
This was incredible.
This was huge. Do you remember? Okay, a little bit of tea. I love this story. We were outside of Revs waiting for artists to bring their paintings, and we were having a cigarette, and I just see this tiny but mighty woman with a giant frame crossing the street, and she's like, "Hi, I'm double parked, can you help?" And we just ran to grab the painting and take it inside. Cash, I love you. Let me talk about this painting. She writes, "The ghost dance was a late 19th century Native American spiritual movement. The religion took many forms, but its principal ideas were that the spirits of the dead would be raised, the buffalo would return, and European settlers would be driven away, if only. A dance was the central focus of the ritual, a circle dance during which dancers experienced mystical visions of the dead and the new world to come. After the massacre at Wounded Knee, the ghost dance movement was essentially broken, while some scattered resistance to white rule arose in the following decades. The battles between Native Americans and whites in the West had ended. This piece depicts the final ghost dance, the end of one's spiritual journey and way of life which they held so dear. The war paint was worn to signify and activate one's spiritual power, to reveal their identity, and for protection, chanting for the last time." And then there's a quote. "Father I come, mother I come, brother I come, Father, give us back our arrows."
Amazing.
Unreal. I love the way that Cash uses the gold leaf on the black. Like, it's so stunning. Also, the way that it's coming to me right now on this iPad, it literally looks like I could reach into the iPad. The level of detail, those feathers, the texture of those feathers, they look real. They look real.
It's incredible. Her, again, we say this every time, her use of negative space is just...
I think using black and gold leaf is definitely a Cash signature.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Up next we have Emma Louise Bell. This one's called The Summoning. It's oil on canvas. And she writes, "In this piece I explore the idea of possession and attachment. Sometimes we let our passions, fears or obsessions take hold of us. The heart is a powerful symbol of our love. But what happens when something darker lays claim to it? The Summoning dives deeper into the complexities of our relationships, how we can sometimes feel possessed by someone or something, how attachments can be both beautiful and haunting. The duality of love and fear is something I believe we all experience in different ways."
100%. I think that the duality and the exploration of it in this, I think it's something that everybody can relate to.
It's so good.
Yeah,
So
it's speechless. There's just so much to dissect in this. Look at the lighting on the candles, the colour of the books at the back. It's just like everything.
The vines.
She talked a bit more when she was talking about this piece about how she was also like inspired by like the idea of situationships and how like you can have this really passionate thing but someone that then like disintegrates into nothing.
But Emma was the one that did the person with all of the mushrooms growing out.
Yes.
Of
Yes!
For
For
Dystopia.
Dystopia. Love.
Oh my god,
Love.
unreal! I
Yeah.
remember seeing that one in the Niche Gallery.
Yeah.
Every time I walked past it, I was like, "Oh,
It's
insane.
still there.
It was
insane."
It was one of those moments where I saw that painting and I was like, I don't have the money this deserves,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not even
I
gonna.
thought the same thing.
I'm not
I was
even gonna
literally
fuck with
I
like
want this so much,
Yeah.
but I cannot afford what it deserves.
It's so beautiful.
Also, there's something, I don't know, the way that she's like created this space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there's duality in the fact that there's something quite sinister in what you see in the center, yet the actual space that this person's in is really inviting. You kind of want to.
You kind of
You
want to
want
go.
to be in there. You
Yeah.
kind of want to have a kiki in this room.
I also love that, like, she's not necessarily not enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. There is a little bit of sexiness to it.
Yeah. In the way that, you know, we've all drawn a pentagram on the floor and asked for a demon to come fuck us, right, ladies? Please don't include that. Next, we bring to the stage. Yes, okay, and it's right here. Where is it? It's close by.
Oh, no, this is there's two.
Oh, there's two. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Great. So this is Craig, friend of the pod. We love Craig.
Love Craig.
Love Craig. I cannot wait to do the Studio 54 retrospective so that I can do my personal 30-minute video essay about Cher Bear and the feelings that she infiltrated into me.
Oberon, 2024. Mixed media. More of a hobgoblin than fairy, this creature can be found nestled in the roots of trees. It takes form from the natural shapes around them.
Love.
Yeah, there's so much about this that I love. I love the natural kind of textures that are going on, like the way that the bottom bit kind of looks like a trunk and the top bit kind of looks like twigs, yet you've kind of got the gold that's kind of splattered in between the black. Yeah, there's so much going on, you kind of get lost in it a little bit.
I'm someone who prides myself on being creative. I don't think I'm that creative, but I think I'm creative.
You are.
Please, behave yourself now.
Craig's brain
Yeah.
is... I wish I could bottle that up and drink it.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
No, and it's so incredible. And he can... I think he is the type of person that could literally be walking to work the same route he walks every day, and something every time will be like,
100%.
there's art everywhere.
Yeah.
I love your brain. I
Yeah.
love your brain.
I also love the surprise that you get from a niche when you know that one piece that's under the velvet that you definitely know it's not a canvas. You're like, what's Craig built? What's Craig made this time?
Oh, he's also made a second one, so if you want to read the second one.
Oh,
So
yes.
Our second piece by Craig.
Craig's second piece was called Peony. Peony?
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 Peony? Craig Sims Peony 2024 mixed media. Drawing on the tradition of capturing fairies, this specimen can be found camouflaged in the petals of everyday flowers.
And we have...
Yes!
Stunning.
So cute.
Amazing.
Love it.
And
It's
she's
so
here.
good. Yes.
She's somewhere here.
We do have
Oh, she's
it.
there. Hi.
It's
Hi,
up there.
girl.
There they are.
Yeah. It's...
This
Yeah.
is genuinely, I feel like
Genius.
you could see this in like a curiosity, like oddity shop.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
like the Cabinet of Curiosities type thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you kind of like, that could be real. That could be like a real life fairy.
Yeah. Like a...
And I love it. And I love the way that he's done the wings,
Yeah.
or the interpretation of wings. That's how I see them.
It's incredible.
Yeah, sublime.
I remember from my Tumblr days. Did anybody have a Tumblr?
Yeah.
Girl.
For the wrong reasons.
Yes. Well, that was my second Tumblr. So, but yeah, I remember just on my Tumblr, there was like an offshoot of Tumblr when people just talked about fairies and like seeing fairies, and like I saw one and I was always like, oh, when will it be me? And that just brings me right back to when I was a child, looking for fairies everywhere I went.
I would love to see Craig make a collection of these.
Yes.
I think this is definitely like the start of something special.
Yeah.
I think Craig, we need more.
Yeah.
Make some more.
And because I'm very gay, and because the audio is trending on Instagram, I do have to say, she was a fairy.
We live.
Jail. Right, next we bring to the stash. We've got River Alton with The Watcher 2024. I said goosh last time, I still don't know. Gouge?
Gouache.
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 Gooch. Oh my gooch. As I get ready for bed, I know I'm never truly alone. The watcher is ever present, mirrors of my own bloodshot, sleepless eyes staring back at me through the window.
I remember when they were talking about it, when they were exhibiting it, they were mentioning that this was about their personal experience that they'd had before with being stalked, I think it was. Which just adds like a really
dark,
creepier layer on top of that. But I love the colours used in this. Mm-hmm. The purples are so rich and beautiful.
And the green is so contrasting to it all.
Yeah. It's like the person watching is like disintegrating around them. Like it's very altered reality.
I love River. I think their art is incredible. I think they have a very unique POV. Mm-hmm. I think about their Section 28 painting a lot. So, yeah, love you, River. This was incredible. Next we have...
Kaisha's piece was called Soul Sisters. It was acrylic paint. Americans view animals as spiritual beings and teachers, each with unique qualities and lessons to offer. This relationship is reflected in tribal stories, ceremonies, and daily practices that honour and celebrate the animal world, as they should. Mm-hmm. The bond between Native Americans and horses is deeply spiritual and practical, with horses symbolising freedom, power, and strength in many tribal traditions. Horses specifically aid in healing ceremonies. Their gentle nature can provide comfort and emotional support to individuals undergoing healing. Being around horses can help reduce anxiety and promote a sense of calm. That is so true. Yeah. That is so true. They're such gentle creatures, horses.
So beautiful.
This was obviously another speechless moment. So I feel like the sunshine in this is like, you can taste it. Mm-hmm. Like that yellow is, you can just see and feel and taste the sunshine in this picture and the good energy in it. I think.
And the fact that you can kind of that kind of light yellow starts at the top like the sun, but you can see it kind of reflecting off the outline of the horse, off the outline of the woman. It's giving that positive energy.
Wasn't this also huge?
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, I remember.
Yeah, it's great.
I was like, girl.
Kaisha Ostrovska.
Kaisha, we love you, Kaisha.
Stunning.
Yes, we can't wait to see what you do next, as always. It's supremely talented, incredible work. We love it.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Ooh, 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 ooh. It's time for Darren.
We've got a couple from Darren with this one.
Yes, we do, baby.
But the first one from Darren, which was called The Gay Witch, and this is acrylic. So Leo Martello was an American Wiccan priest, gay rights activist, and author. He was the founding member of the Triga tradition, a form of modern pagan new religion movement of Wicca, which drew upon its own Italian heritage. During his lifetime, he published a number of books on such esoteric subjects as Wicca, astrology, and tarot reading, including The Gay Witch.
I love this. I didn't know much about him before this painting, and then I did a lot of research about him, and then I loved it even more. The detail on a Darren painting is always incredible. Look at that look at the eyelashes.
Unreal.
Look at that, unreal. And this is made with what?
Just acrylic paint.
Just acrylic paint.
Yeah. I love the monochrome.
Yeah.
It's just like really makes the technique of his paintings really sing.
Yeah.
It's sensational.
The fabric is so detailed. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The fabric is so detailed, the beard and the hair.
Yeah.
The fact that somebody can do that with limited colour is just unbelievable. The depth, like the more that you look at it, you kind of feel like drawn into it.
It's incredible.
Yeah, Darren's working very hard for the Nocturna, and I've had a little preview of Darren's stuff.
Okay.
And it looks like his best work that he's ever done, honestly. God. Like, no one's seen, not even in the Niche Artefact group chat. I've had some private messages with him, and there is a piece in there that I said, Darren, I think that is the best piece of work you've ever done. So we have that to look forward to.
I can't
I'm so
wait.
excited.
Oh, okay, cool. Next we have Celeste Blanche. Hi, Celeste.
Oh, this was one of my favourites.
Yeah, this was incredible. This gave... Well, I'm going to read. This is called The Dark Mother, 2024 Mixed Media. Hecate, goddess of witches, necromancers, healers, terrifying queen of the underworld, keeper of keys, fearless guide residing at the crossroads between the world of humans and the world of spirits. the ever-changing cycle of death and rebirth, the maiden, the mother, the crone, the divine feminine, the omnipresent, omnipotent, all-powerful Hecate. The runes are so cunty. The fire is, like, I just...
The colour of the skin, the darkness under her eyes.
Also, nobody knew we were doing Witch's Road.
No.
And then the end of the song.
Crown.
Yeah, amazing.
I love the bone structure.
Mm-hmm.
I love, to be honest, I love the jowls. They're so detailed. Like, you can see the maiden, the mother, the crone. It's just so cool. I love the red moon behind it. I think it's a red moon.
Yeah.
It's also, there's something very, like, fleshy about it.
Oh, yeah,
it kind of looks...
It looks like a blood moon.
Yeah, like a literal blood moon. I'm living. I love it.
So
Yeah,
good.
can we just say, like, for your brand, this is like the perfect podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. For the witch herself. The saucer bitch.
Dani, would you like the honours of the next one?
I would love to. Another one from Darren. Yin and Yang. Also made from acrylic. A Taijitu of a particular style that is often named a yin and yang symbol. The black area representing yin, with the opposite white side representing yang. The dots are representative of one within the other. Yin means of the occult.
It's so, I mean, for someone who's so well known on using monochrome, when Miss Varnum really said, you let the girls have it. When you say, I'm going to use some color.
It looks like like acid, like the colours crossing between them and the moon and the sun. It's just like, it's sublime.
It's so good.
In fact, I think I like it more now that I've had a chance to actually look at it.
Yeah.
Because obviously on the night we're running around like chickens, but...
The river, look at the reflection of the yin and yang on the river. Like, it's incredible.
It's like giving me cave painting vibes.
Yes.
Like I can imagine somebody finding this on a cave somewhere.
Yeah. But it looks like it's glowing. Literally every piece.
It looks like
every
acid.
part of this piece looks like it's glowing. I feel like I'm having an acid trip. Am I?
Trip.
There's a field just behind this house. We can forage for mushrooms.
Frolic.
Let's have a frolic. There we go. Next, we bring to the stage the wonderful Katie Jones, close personal friend of mine. Hi, Katie, love you. This is Mirror Mirror. Mixed media, canvas, broken mirror, acrylic paint, snake shed, and eyeshadow. Different mirrors have different reflections. Some bend and curve, some squish, some stretch out. Some emphasize features, some hide features. Each reflection from each mirror is different. This was so cool.
So cool.
It was very unexpected. It's very trippy. I love the use of the snake skin. Very unexpected.
Serena Snake as well. Providing for the dolls.
Yeah, very, very clever idea using all the broken glass with the snake skin. You would never think of mixing these mediums together.
No.
And this one sold as well.
And it's also giving mirror.
Yeah.
And it's really weird, but I feel like you kind of look into it and you can kind of see
like,
a reflection of some sort in it.
And as many of Katie's pieces, it's accompanied by a poem, which was really beautiful. I remember I got all out of the dressing area to watch her perform because I love Katie. And I wanted to listen to the poem, and it was just so... Another one of those niche moments where you can hear a pin drop, and it was so deeply personal, but incredibly relatable, and just so incredible.
And then we've got another piece from Darren. So this is... I think Darren did 4 for this one.
Insane.
4?
Yeah. Okay, so this one's called Black Vampire, which is incredible. So it's acrylic. The vampire genre has long been dominated by white males, so I wanted to look at representation of cult legends by black women. This features Grace Jones in Vamp and Aaliyah James in Queen of the Damned. And we all know how I feel about Grace Jones, so as soon as I saw Grace in that tribal print, I was just like, oh.
Insane.
I'm coming back for you, baby.
Whoever has this on their wall, just like...
Yeah, this is incredible. Darren's, again, I love, because Darren is not afraid of references. He's not afraid of like a reference that's new I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's referencing Grace Jones, but in a new context.
Yeah.
And also the fact that we don't have a Grace Jones vampire movie makes me upset.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Grace.
Ryan Murphy.
We want it.
Yeah, instead of putting Kim Kardashian on a law show, maybe put Grace Jones on a vampire show.
Do you know,
Or do both. You have enough money.
I love vampires. I love the genre of vampires. I think there's not enough. I think people can just give me vampire all day. I just love it. I think it's sexy. I think it's dark. I think it's inviting. I want to be at this party.
Oh,
Mothers.
For our fourth and final piece, because Darren was feeding us so much.
How did you get the time, Darren? Oh my god, this is called the Sanderson Sisters. What else do I have to say?
Nothing.
A look into the occult through pop culture and film. The Sanderson Sisters are the fictional trio of witches from the movie Hocus Pocus. In the film, their names are Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. They were executed for practicing witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts. In the film, they are brought back to life after a virgin lights a black flame candle on Halloween night.
Unbelievable.
It's so good.
Like, I
ate.
grew up with Hocus Pocus. Like,
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus was a personality trait of mine at one point, and all three of them are mothers.
Honestly.
Mothers to Miss Dani Magic, and this is insane. The level of detail of all three of them, like how familiar, like it's so iconic. The three of them in that pose together.
Just bang on. Who's next?
Ooh,
Dani,
Anonymous.
would you like to bring this one?
Oh, Anonymous. The Savage Well. The Savage Well or the Savage Well? Oil paint on gessoed paper? Gessoed paper?
Gessoed, yeah.
Gessoed. The figure shown is a semi-abstract manner, appears to be gazing upwards towards the source of light, which could symbolise hope, enlightenment, or an escape from darkness. The light is positioned above, casting shadows and accentuating the figure's elongated, almost melting facial features, giving a surreal, distorted appearance. This elongation could imply a struggle, transformation, or a feeling of dissolution. The monochromatic palette reinforces a mood of melancholy or contemplation, emphasizing emotional depth over colour distraction. This composition, with its heavy shadow and contrasting light, could be interpreted as representing an inner journey, perhaps grappling with despair, isolation, or the search for meaning amidst darkness. The figure's body language, with hands clasped or resting on the knee, suggests a posture of surrender or reflection, heightening the painting's emotional impact.
I am so glad that the artist that painted this decided to let us talk about this piece, because I love this piece so much so that I'm going to change positions. Yeah, this is so beautiful. This is something about it, to me, feels nostalgic, and I cannot elaborate. I've never been stuck at the bottom of a well, but I've been right where that figure's been so many times in my life.
I also love how in the description they've talked about there's so many different emotions and there's so many different interpretations from it, because I feel like every time you kind of look at it, the longer that you're looking at it, you see a different kind of interpretation of how this figure is kind of feeling. Like there is a calmness, but there is also a darkness about it. But it is quite nostalgic. There is something that is quite comforting about the way that they are sat in this well.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a bit like H.P. Lovecraft, like very, like with the face melting.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
There's just something about this. I'm not kidding, every time I look at the face, I see a different expression. I think
That's wild.
This artist is really good at like allowing people to fill in the blanks, if that makes sense. And I definitely am. And I am projecting.
Also, considering the lack of colour, there's so much light in it. The way that they've played around with the monochromatic detailing is insane.
It's so good.
it kind of looks the texture of the well. It looks like it's a rock. It looks rocky.
You know what I think this is? You know, Starry Night.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a well. This is the dark side of Starry Night. Someone who's in a well. The walls feel very... I don't know. There's just a lot about this that I really, really love. It's also giving sad Ariel. You know when she's in the cave?
Yeah.
If only I could make my father understand. And she has like the ray of light coming out. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But obviously not. It's just so... I just love this piece. I hope whoever bought it is happy with their purchase. And if not, you can call me.
That's it. That's the end of the artwork.
Oh my god! Also, great to tell people, if you want to submit an art piece to Niche Artefact, but you don't want, you know, the publicity that comes with it, you can submit pieces anonymously. And you should. Everybody's art is important and everybody's
100%.
art is valid.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just reach out to us at nicheartefact.co.uk. You can click on how to get involved with us on the website, and one of the options is to showcase your artwork. So if you have anything that you want to show or want to get involved with one of the briefs that we're working on, then just reach out to us.
Yeah, and even if you just want to try it, if you've always felt like you wanted to do it, but you've never really had the confidence, you've never really had the space or the platform to do it. Hello.
Yeah. Or,
if there's one person that's going to platform anybody from living their dreams and showcasing their creativity and actually embracing their art, it's this person next to my left.
Absolutely.
Round of applause to Mother.
As he has done to all of us multiple times.
all the children. And also supplies as well. So we help out if you need help with supplies, anything at all. Yeah. Everything it takes on your journey, we want to be there for people. So, you know, just come out to us.
Also, let's talk about the night, right? Because this was our return home. We'd done a couple of niches at the library. We were so grateful to be in that.
Was this the first one?
Yes. We were so grateful to be in that fantastic space. The library felt like a step up for sure.
Oh, yes.
And then coming back to a bar environment, I think there was something in the air that we finished the night and we all went, that was so correct. That was so correct.
And Dani actually experienced all of them. So you went to you did a song for Princess Diana
I
ago.
did. Yeah, it did.
And then so you've witnessed the change.
Dystopia at the library. I loved the space in the library. I thought that it felt different. It felt really unique. The lighting in the library.
Do you mean the natural light from the sun? Yeah.
No, we like it dark.
And the fluorescent.
Fluorescent. That's what it was. The fluorescent.
Yeah, it wasn't drag queen friendly.
No,
No.
not particularly.
I'll never forget just Deliveroo drivers just crashing while they watched Ray spin her fan on the poop. It was my favorite thing. We will never have that back. Maybe at Pride.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, definitely at Pride.
Definitely at Pride.
Yeah, so then we had some amazing performances. So
yes.
This is when the group numbers really actually started.
Yeah,
actually.
our first group
properly.
number. Yeah, our first group number was for Dystopia. We did Spectrum by Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, so that was the beginning.
But it was very much walk in, pose. We did a bit of choreography that David said, but Witches Road.
Witches Road.
Witches Road was incredible.
Yeah.
When you told us that we were doing Witches Road, I think my jaw dropped on the floor. I was like, are you serious? Because it wasn't that long after the series had come out, and I remember watching it and living for it all.
We hit it right at the peak as well because we were rehearsing as the show was unveiling. So we were singing the song every day and then watching the show.
Literally.
It was incredible. Honestly, fuck, who wrote that? I know who wrote that. Give me 2 seconds.
And then you also performed your knockout routine for the new Supreme, which in my eyes, that was what really rocketed you into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I think
that performance was just wild. I think you really raised the bar for yourself with that performance.
Yeah,
there was something really special about that one. I think the theme Occult Odyssey in general was really something that I was excited about because I love witches and I love the occult and I love drawing from so much inspiration. I love horror. Horror is my genre. I love everything about it. I love a horror film. I love some all of the different kinds of horror that you can get and how each story, each film, each book, or anything that you get your horror from is so different. And I think I had a lot of exciting ideas when I first heard the theme, and I really, really wanted to pay homage to American Horror Story, and all of the imagery and the stories that come from that anthology series. And especially, like, if you've not seen the series before, I would recommend just watching the opening credits for each of the series. Literally,
So creepy.
it's so wild. Like, Ryan Murphy's mind is insane, and I really wanted to play on that. And I think it was the first proper opportunity that I was able to kind of play around with a little bit of video, because obviously Rebs had a projector, and immediately I was like, right, well, we gotta do a video.
And that's what it started.
We gotta draw from my my previous life background and TV and filming and stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I did it all. I filmed it all on my own with my phone on a tripod in my garden.
Wow.
And
You did a great job.
Incredible.
Thank you. I think what's great about the way that kind of I tried to take inspiration from American Horror Story and from their opening credits is that the way that they kind of edit together all of the visuals is quite unsettling almost, and I was able to kind of draw on different kind of witchy images and play with the darkness and the light with the different characters that were in the video, with the black wig and the dark outfit, and then the kind of the blonde moment that I had with all of the flowers and stuff. So I really, really enjoyed playing around with that, and then going into Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs was a real moment that I felt really proud of.
Because also, we are underselling it. Yes, your audiovisual skills are incredible, and you create some fantastic visuals to accompany your performances. But then you dance the house down with that performance. That was incredible.
I think I kind of surprised myself with that.
Yes.
I mean, she's not a dancer. She can move. She can move.
She's a great dancer. She's a mover for sure. Incredible.
So yeah, that was so fun. Pushing myself.
And something happened with you, because you were like, oh, I might need help with choreography. And we were like, yeah, sure. Maybe next rehearsal we can have some time. And then you went away for 2 weeks. You came back and you were like, oh, by the way, done. I was like, great.
Well, do you know what? I have a little secret to tell you about that, because I was away for 2 weeks with work. I was down in Southampton working on an event, and I was really, really fortunate to be working with an event manager who I had only just met. Lovely Josh, if you're watching. Hi Josh, thank you so much for your choreography help. So Josh is a performer. He has worked at Disney World in Shanghai, I want to say.
Wow, okay.
He's done cruise ships. He's incredible. And it's so wild, because anytime that we had any downtime when we weren't working, Josh was just in the corner just choreographing some dance and stuff. And I did say to him, I said, look, I'm working on this number. It's really a bit of a punchy song. I can't just go and do some hair flips and just like fanny around. I was like, I think I need to add some dance moves. So he did help me do a little bit of the choreography. Not much, because we didn't actually have a lot of time to work with him, but he did give me some tips and he did give me some inspiration. So thank you so much, Josh, for your help with that. I have taken a lot of what you've learned and implemented it not only in this number, but in some of the other numbers that I've done, and hopefully a lot more to come. So maybe she's a little bit of a dancer.
Yeah, it's fair to say that you're really blossoming and blooming at the moment. It's really wonderful to see, like, coming from Occult Odyssey to the pageant and Pride.
Not just coming from Occult Odyssey, coming from the audition at the GOAT that I was there for.
Girl.
Yeah.
And now, looking at you, honestly, yes, you perform, and yes, you do the thing, and but you're also, like, you are one of the only people I know who, you're like a level with Ray in my head, with Milady Burlesque, with the fact that you will work on your craft. Every moment
we've always said that, like, when you're coming in and you've rehearsed things and you're prepared, like, it's really noticed, and it's really, incredible.
I think,
and you're a lovely person.
Yeah,
like,
I'm still waiting for you to be a dick.
just don't think I have it in me.
Well,
Don't say anything. But yeah, I mean, I think
this
it's
is a
pretty
family
wild.
podcast.
Pretty wild that it's been a year and a few months since I did that very first audition at the Goat. That was literally the first time I had ever been out of the house in drag. I remember sending the email to you saying that I was interested in auditioning.
You were so nervous.
I was so nervous. Oh my god.
You did
And
This
then,
Hell?
and then I did This Hell by Rina Sawayama. Hi Rina, hope I did you proud. And I just remember getting your text, inviting me to the audition. You had all of the slot times, and I was like, obviously I need to do the very last one of the day because girl, it's going to take me 6 hours to get ready. And I just remember sat there and saying to my boyfriend, I was like, I can't do this. I'd be mad if I did this. He was like, well, what's the worst that can happen? Why? And I was like, I make an absolute tit of myself. And he's like, so? And then I was like, you're right. And then I started to do it. But I think that really resonates with me even to this day, because it's like, well, so what if you make a tit of yourself? Like, I became a drag queen for many things, many different reasons, and I think one of the most important things to me about drag is that there's no right way to do it, and don't take yourself too seriously. I don't take myself too seriously, because at the end of the day, it's just having a little bit of fun, and the fact that there is no wrong way to do it just makes it so much more fun, because you can just kind of explore, and if you mess up or you do something wrong, it's like, well, so what? At least you're having fun doing it. And I hope that the people who watch me perform think the same way and think, you know what, I enjoy a Dani Magic performance.
I enjoy my Dani Magic.
I think that's so important to actually enjoy it for yourself.
Yes.
100%.
Because I feel like there are people that don't do that for that reason. So you should do it for you. And then
100%.
anything else extra is bonus.
Absolutely,
You know.
absolutely.
And I think you've just said, don't take yourself too seriously. And I think that's great, but I think you take your art seriously. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't take yourself seriously, so you're like, I'm allowed to be funny and
Yeah.
silly and made a mistake. Not that I've seen you do that on stage, to be honest. But then you take your craft seriously, and you will
Yeah.
work on the number, you will work on the video, you will work on your vocals. I mean, also, Occult Odyssey was the first time you sang
It was.
at
And-
Niche. Not the
Yeah.
first time you sang. The first time noise came out of your mouth. No, it was the first time you've sang.
Yeah, you're a
At a niche.
triple threat.
Quadruple. Because drag's an art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you're right about that, because I don't, as a drag queen, I don't like to take myself too seriously, but I love to put a lot of work into the kind of performances that I do. I don't like to just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and oh, I'm just gonna lip sync this song kind of thing. I like to do something that's different and that's gonna take you by surprise, and there's depth and meaning behind it, and it's very conceptual, and I love being able to explore that more with all of the different performances that I get to do, adding more and more details to it, adding more depth to it, adding more concepts to it, and just making it so like weird and crazy and amazing, and I love it.
But that's what makes it even a pleasure for me to like make, because I do the videos for every niche that we do, like to create something that we're excited to showcase. Like that is amazing. So all the hard work that you do, honestly, we can't say enough about how much we appreciate it, in terms of for your own personal growth and also for Niche Artefact as well.
Thank you. Well, it's still a bit of a pinch me moment, the fact that I'm here, I'm part of this incredible queer family doing something that I never even thought that I would be doing. If you'd asked me 2 years ago, I've been like, are you crazy?
We're glad to have you, babe.
Here we are. Thank you.
We love you.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
All right, and that was our incredible retrospective of Niche Artefact Occult Odyssey, which I think, again, a return to form, a return to what made us special in the first place, the debut of Dani Magic as the talented vocalist that you are on Niche, which was incredible. First group number for the outro. So the first time we've done a group number like for the ending of the show.
Yeah.
Which is
It was
cool.
I remember how we all felt at the end of Occult Odyssey.
Yes.
It felt amazing.
Amazing.
It went so well. Everything went really well. It was
Yeah.
just like, we're on the right track. That's
Yeah.
what it felt like.
But also that last group number was basically just like a party. It was just a vibe.
it was just
We
party.
having a lot
It was
of fun.
incredible.
Party.
I even put the music video in the background with like the lyrics and people were singing. It was really
Loved
cool.
it.
It was one of my favorite. So yeah, Dani, tell us what's next for you. We have the drag pageant.
The drag pageant in just over 2 weeks' time on the 20th of June at the Nottingham Arts Theatre. Tickets are still available, but they're flying out like hotcakes, honey. So if you've not got one yet, you better go and get one because you ain't gonna want to miss it.
You better get a
because
ticket.
obviously it's not just me. There's some incredible artists that I'm performing and competing alongside. It's gonna be kiki. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah. And then after that, we have Nocturna, so the next Niche Artefact.
Literally like a few days after.
I know.
So we have got the journey
Wild.
into surrealism. So I'm very excited for
I
the
cannot
amazing
wait for
performances. So we've been working very hard on some great group numbers,
Mm.
and the art is looking sensational.
Yes.
I think Nocturna is definitely just going to continue our upwards trajectory, and the Left Line are coming. I can't wait to see what they have to say about the next one, because
Exciting.
whenever we get local press involved, it really you can't describe the feeling when you get an external journalism coming in and writing about what we do, and it feels like we're really making impressions with people, which is
we are.
yeah, it's amazing. It's so validating, and I had one of the editors email me, be like, "Oh yeah, I was meaning to contact you about this, and we want to come cover it." So to have people want to be invited is amazing.
100%. And it's not even just the incredible performances that we put on and incredible art. There is just a real sense of community at all of the niche events that we have, and it's amazing to feel part of that, and to, like you said, just to feel validated and just the energy that everybody brings to it. You can't deny it. It's brilliant.
But
It's
to me, the
incredible.
best thing is that it's a bespoke one-time event.
Yeah.
If you miss it, you miss it. You know what I mean? So I think that makes it so much more special that we put so much love and care into what we do that, if you're not there for that one, then it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten your tickets yet for the drag pageant, you can get them on Nottingham Arts Theatre website.
Yes.
You can also get your tickets for Nocturna, Journey Through Surrealism, on the link on our Instagram bio or through our website, nicheartefact.co.uk. Or we'll probably also put something on the description below so you can access. So that's really exciting.
And then we got Pride after that. So we have our Niche Artefact Showcase
Busy
at Pride.
summer.
Yeah, so it's we got loads to look forward to. We're going to be very busy, and then the next podcast will be the Studio 54 retrospective.
Yes.
So then that's something to look forward to as well.
Hopefully with a special guest. So please don't forget to like this podcast if you've had a fun time looking at art and listening through art. Make sure to follow _Dani _Magic.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
Yes.
we need to work on your handle.
Yeah. No.
No
Make
underscores.
sure- Make sure to follow the Dani Magic on Instagram. Make sure to follow Niche Artefact if you can. You can follow me, Rola Monja, or lovely Robin on Instagram as well. And we hope to hear from all of you soon. Let us know in the comments what was your favorite piece from Occult Odyssey.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
It's been wonderful to have you.
Welcome.
Say goodbye to your fans, Mary.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Cute.
Awesome.
My legs are dead. Why did I go crisscross?
A revolt against the mundane, the predictable, the chains of logic.
A language spoken in symbols and paradox.
이 오베는 또